Yeah.
What is your favorite success story?
That's very difficult for me to answer because I think every company that graduates from the Founder Institute is awesome. They wouldn't graduate if I didn't think they were awesome. So there are different ways that you can measure success, in which case I can answer that question objectively. But for me, it's like, which of your two boys do you love more? I'm like, I don't know. I love them both the same. It's like, which one has brown hair? Oh, that one has brown hair. So if you ask me an objective question, I can give you an answer. So there's a company that's raised the most money. It's called Retailligence. Some of it's not public, by the way. There's a company that has the most employees. So, really, if you give me criteria, I can give you good answers.
The last one you have in mind, then. Just one example.
Okay, well, I was just talking about a young lady who graduated in the first class. She runs a company that's doing very well right now called Cake Health. She came out of the program and sort of went sideways, and I thought the company would probably die, to be honest. And now it's probably one of the most, fast-growing companies that we have in the portfolio in terms of a number of different metrics. She just got big financing commitments today, so that's very positive. She's got a fast-growing beta. The media is writing a lot about it, so it's a very promising company. Yeah?
How has the course changed from the first to the second based on some local challenges I'm sure you've encountered
Sure.
In Belgium or just not aware?
Well, so when we got started, like any startup, we just, hey, maybe it will work. And it did work. But there was really, you make mistakes. So, for example, we had essentially 2 accounting sessions, even though we didn't think there would be 2 accounting sessions because one was called like revenue and one was called accounting. They ended up being like 2 accounting sessions, and no one wants to do 2 accounting sessions, mark my words. So we were like, oh, that was dumb, so we killed one of those. So we've done the following. We've adjusted the curriculum tremendously, and we continue to do so. So we'll do somewhere around 40 or 50 semesters this year. All right? So that means almost every week a new semester is launching. So we take the learnings in real time from one semester and apply it to another. And if it works, then we roll it out. So we've introduced mentor idea reviews where the mentors come in and sit with you for 15, 20 minutes and really critique your idea and your business in a group format and in granular detail. We've introduced leaderboards for working groups so that working groups fight to be the best. So you'll work in a small group of peers, and those peers will then compete among each other to see who is really the best in terms of the ideas and their ability to explain them and their work. So there have been a lot of changes, and there continue to be so. We meet every single week to improve the program. Yeah?
What kind of businesses do you help start?
Anything? Yeah? Hey.
Hey.
Robin?
So not every founder or startup that joins the session graduates. What would we say the biggest reason for cutting them is?
Is any repeat grad? So we have a 50 to 70% cut rate. So we'll cut half or more of the people who enroll. But you were invited back the next semester. So this particular Brussels semester, I have a bunch of people who came back and graduated. So mainly their idea is not good. To be honest, that would probably be number one. Now, it could be not good because they were intellectual. There's a lot of reasons why, I would say the main reason why the idea is not good is they've been intellectually lazy in really working through it. And so as a result, it's just sloppy, not well thought out, not being able to be articulated. In other cases, it's just bad, right? And, you know, I look at this as saving you years of turmoil pursuing something stupid, which, trust me, is bad. Any other questions? Or let's jump into the pitching. One more? All right, good. Let's go. All right. My favorite part of the night. Now. All right. This is going to get interactive. You're a bunch of quiet people here. I don't know. This is all the Brazilians or whatever you call yourselves. I definitively want people talking. Can you find that inner voice?
Yes.
Yes. Try that again. Can you find that inner voice?
Yeah.
All right. Because I'm going to hopefully hear your shitty pitch, but we're going to make it really easy for you, so you can't truly fuck up. So there are 3 types of pitches. We're going to cover 2 of them here. All right? There's the elevator pitch, which you're going to use all the time. You have some dumbass idea, and you want to tell everyone in your mouth. By the way, let's start with this. There's this little mystery, I don't know if it's more so in America, less so here in Europe, that like you gotta keep it secret. That is just not at all true. You should tell your dumbass idea to everyone who will listen. Literally everyone who will listen. You should tell your dumbass idea. And does anyone want to take a guess, find that inner voice? Why you want to tell everyone your idea? Well, you guys are in the fucking program. That's not fair. Yes?
Because you want to receive some feedback. It's really dumbass.
Good reason. Why? What? Yeah?
You're then accountable to follow through.
I can't hear you.
You're then accountable to follow through on the idea. It's part of starting.
That was really good. Right. The more people you tell, the more social pressure that's exerted to make you deliver. Anyone else? Yeah?
Nobody but you is interested in your idea.
Finding co-founders and team members. No one knows what you're doing. Like, you know, someone actually was like, well, what is it they steal? I'm like, that would be fucking awesome. Right? If someone actually, if you could articulate something that someone cared enough about to steal, you should get a little gold medal, right? And by the way, guess what? You could just convince them to be your co-founder, right? That would be a lot easier, right? It's like, oh, you know, thank you. I'm going to steal that shit. It's like, how about you join my team? Like, so you should be sharing your idea all the time. So the elevator pitch is the bouillabaisse version of what you do that you say all the time. You say it on the john, you say it in the elevator, every opportunity you have, you say it. There's a competitive pitch, which is slightly longer. It's 3 to 5 minutes, and this is used when you go like in front of an angel group or, you know, TechCrunch Disrupt or whatever. They're usually in this timetable, and there's a bunch of things you need to cover, and we're going to talk about those. The main objective is to get people excited. And last but not least, there's this long-form investor pitch, which is about 20 minutes. Now, let me be super clear, because this is like, if I can't understand your business in one sentence, I promise you, if I gave you 20 minutes, it won't get better. In fact, 9 times out of 10, it gets fucking worse. And I'm more lost. I was like, wow, I was lost at the first sentence, and now I'm super lost. I have no fucking idea what you do. I don't even know if you're here. You've talked yourself out of existence. So you must be able to explain your business. Again, starting concise and then expanding out, and that will, and you can't, if you can't do it concise, you definitely, and a lot of people will say this, no, give me 10 more minutes. I'm like, that's eternity, dude. I see hundreds of startups. If I can't figure it out in 1 minute, 10 minutes won't help me. All right, so I'm going to give you the ultimate tool not to fuck up your elevator pitch. Yet, you will fuck it up, nonetheless. And that is this. And this was a direct result of, I was at a major event, and all these VCs came up, and I'm like, they're like, I'm getting all these pitches, I have no idea what these guys do. Adeo, can you give us a format, a common exchange for people to explain their business to me so I can understand? All right, this is it. My company, insert your dumbass company name, is developing a defined offering, which I'll go into what each of these are, to help a target audience solve a problem with secret sauce. Right? Seems easy. You'll have a chance in a moment. Again, opening line to every pitch. Okay, so the offering. My company, comma, is developing a website, a mobile application, software, APIs. You need to be super specific, okay, about what you're doing. If you have buzzwords in there, or like, what is CRM? Who knows what CRM is? All right, that is not everyone's hand, okay? The more you start, but I guarantee you, we can go into rooms. No one will know what CRM is. You need to say it in such a way, whatever you say, everyone you say it to, everyone will understand it, right? If there is, who's not mentally retarded? If, you know. Outside of retardation, everyone else should understand what your offering is. And do not use adjectives. It is not revolutionary. It is not awesome. It is not the first. It is not the best. It just is a website. It is a mobile application, and that's it. And I don't want any adjectives that are especially superlatives. All right, the audience. So my company is developing a website to help an audience. Now, there are basically two types of major audiences that you have to deal with, okay? Number one is a B2B audience, and number two is a B2C audience, okay? Let's start with the B2C. If you're building a consumer application, okay, what you need to do is you define a very clear target demographic. Call it 18 to 24-year-old females, you know, you could say new mothers, blah, blah, but it's a clear and precise demographic that is understandable, and you might be able to do some other things like musicians or stuff like that, so maybe a little bit market specific, but you've got to be very, very